Hello everyone, welcome to Pauperpalooza round 3. Today we are playing against Alatrell. Good luck to you too. We're on the draw, so I like this hand, especially since he's on the mulligan. We'll go ahead and keep. This is good if we draw another land. We have 2 Prophetic Prisms, we have 2 Thraben Inspectors. Worst case scenario, we can play Thraben on turn 2. And, oh dear, what are my hotkeys? F2. This is what you get for playing on a different computer every week. Turn 1 Basic Forest doesn't really tell us a whole lot. That's actually a pretty good draw. So next turn we'll play our Thraben Inspector. We'll bounce this back to our hand. The turn after we can play Kuldotha Rebirth. We can do a couple things. Looks like we're playing against elves. I actually do like this matchup. We have a lot of removal. None right now, unfortunately. So we actually might lose this game just because we're actually a little slow here. But our opponent not having a turn 1 mana dork is pretty good. I actually played this matchup on Friday. Oh, let me quit out of the Discord. And I thought it went pretty well. Oh, almost clicked on Boros Garrison there. Pretty well, I should say. So next turn, I think we'll jam the Prism. Ugh, is that too slow? It might be better to play another Inspector and then Kuldotha Rebirth away the clue, but really I think we need to find some removal here because we can't block this Vanguard. This is actually a pretty slow elf start, so maybe we can get a little lucky. I actually kind of like playing more creatures, though, if this is the speed of the elf start here. This isn't very fast. Didn't have the Land War Elves on turn 1, which was insanely good for us, unless they were slow rolling it for the Vanguard. Great Furnace is actually probably exactly what I want here, because now it lets me play the Prism and Kuldotha Rebirth something. So let's play the Prism. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw a Bolt or a Galvanic Blast. We draw Secluded Step. Not terrible. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and rebirth the Prism. And that way we can still cycle the clue at a later date. And the next turn we can probably make the exact same play, honestly. Don't want to attack here. Want to leave back all my blockers. Really need to draw into some removal. I guess alternatively, next turn, now that we have some blockers on the ground, we could play the Glint Hawk. Is this going to be a Distant Melody for 2? I would be really pleased with that if that were the case. Timberwatch Elf is a little worse. I will kill this Vanguard if I'm given the chance. I'm not. So now we absolutely have to draw a piece of removal. That's not a great start. I guess what we can do is we can... That doesn't matter because we're going to play this no matter what. So yeah, let's go ahead and jam the Prism. Another Great Furnace, not the best. A couple options here. We could play another Rebirth, which I actually kind of like. It will give us a lot of blockers, and my opponent doesn't have a lot of elves. So we could play the Rebirth, and then we could play the Thraben Inspector. Yeah, I like that line. Alternatively, we could cast the Glint Hawk, and yeah, let's do that. We can play the Glint Hawk, bounce the Prism, and then still be able to sacrifice a land for the Rebirth. I like this. And this gives us, an extra draw. Maybe if we get a Rally the Peasants, we can just win. But we really need to do this. We have way more creatures. My opponent can, pump the elves up to 3. Hopefully they don't have anything too egregious here. But since they seem to be drawing these elves a little late, maybe we'll be okay. So right now, the Elvish Vanguard can become a 7/7. No, a 6/6. 2 Timberwatch Elf. So now it can become a 7/7. I anticipate my opponent will not be attacking here because I have so many blockers, which is amazing for us. That does make our Galvanic Blast a little worse. Okay, so we draw Core Skyfisher. I think we have to lead off with a Prophetic Prism again. Another Glint Hawk. So unfortunately, there's no way for us to play the Glint Hawk and replay the Prism. So I think we'll be best suited. So we can play the Glint Hawk and the Windscarred Crag, or we could play the Mountain here. I think we're best suited Glint Hawking this back to our hand and playing one of our tapped lands. And then we can get in for 2 with one of our Glint Hawks. Actually, we can return... What am I saying? Oh, well, then I won't be able to replay that. We can return the Great Furnace, but that doesn't do a whole lot because we have other land drops to make. We'll just return this. And then we'll play out our tapped land. And give us another white source here. And actually, do I want to play defensively? I think I need to play a little defensively here. I'm actually not going to attack. I'm going to hopefully be able to Alpha Strike for a whole bunch in one turn. If our opponent doesn't draw anything, or maybe draw a piece of removal, say Journey to Nowhere, to get rid of one of these Timber Watch Elves, because 2 of them is really a pain in the neck. Because now my opponent can pump his guys, plus 8 points of toughness here. Oh, and that's really terrible. Well, I guess not. Our opponent already has an island out, but every elf is just adding on here. And if our opponent does have Distant Melody, that'd be really tragic. So plus 8 is how big each of these creatures can get. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of power. So really only worth it to chump the Vanguard here. Ancient Den, not really what I want to see. Let's go ahead and play the Prism out. See what we draw. Bolt. I like drawing Bolt here. That's actually fairly good. So let's play out our... I want to play the Ancient Den. So now I can play the Raven Inspector, and now I can hold up Bolt and cycle Secluded Step. And now I'm feeling in a little bit better shape. Oh, I keep forgetting what my tap is. Because now we can kill something in response to at least one of the Timberwatch Elf triggers. And of course we have, I should probably be getting more aggressive here actually, since I have so many blockers. Yeah, attacking with both of those attacking with all these is fairly good because we have the Bolt. So I actually do like this. You know what? I might even make this... How do I... Alright, I'm going to cancel. Reset blockers. I might make this a little bit juicier by doing this. And yeah, I'll lose 1, but it'll be worth it. That's fine. That's also fine, because now I'll bolt this in response. Yeah, my opponent is forced to use a Wirewood Pride here instead of killing me. So now I have a turn where my opponent's shields are going to be down. Or I can hopefully draw into something. Yeah, Priest of Titania, I don't really care about that. Cycle this. Prism is okay. Forgotten Cave, okay. Let's play our Prism. What do we get? Galvanic Blast? Awesome. Now we can take care of one of these. Let's go ahead and cycle this cave first. Just in case we get a journey. We do not. So now what I think we'll do is we will Galvanic Blast here. So that's pretty good. And then we will core Skyfisher and return a Prism to our hand. And now we'll start attacking with the Glint Hawks, which honestly I should have been doing a little earlier. Because now we'll just lose to a Distant Melody or something, and really we wanted to start getting this damage in. It would have been good to draw another burn spell that turn, but you can't get them all. But we have 4 pieces of card draw available to us currently. My opponent has infinite mana, so that doesn't really matter. Really, it depends what is left in Alatrell's hand. If it's nothing, we're fine, but of course it's probably something. So this is surprising. They can only save one thing. So I don't see a reason not to block everything here. Yeah, we can block here, 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 here. And I guess I don't really want to block this one. I could. I guess I might as well. He'll probably kill my Skyfisher. Yep. But, I mean, we've gotten rid of a lot of things here, so I actually don't hate that. Now the Timberwatch Elf is much, much worse. Another Priest. So really we need to draw a Journey to Nowhere for that guy. There's a Rally the Peasants. That was a reason maybe to keep around this core Skyfisher. Let's go ahead and drop the Wellspring. Let's drop the Prism. Radiant Fountain A. Jeez. I guess we can drop the Fountain. So my opponent can attack us for 8. Yeah, we have to block that again next turn. So let's play out the Fountain. Right? 'Cause he'll get him for 8. Actually, no. We could probably attack here. Kind of like that, actually. Unless our opponent has another Wirewood Pride, which would be 8. Let me think. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wirewood Pride would kill us. So let's just attack with 1. Rally the Peasants. Maybe that's incorrect, because we actually would have him on a 2-turn clock if we'd done it the other way. But I don't really want to tap out just in case of Wirewood Pride, because that would be, just murder me on the spot. We still have some card draw. We have 2 more cards we can draw here. Oh man, maybe I just won't attack. If they play 2 things, I definitely won't attack. Well, Kyrian Ranger makes it so I absolutely have to block now. So actually, it didn't matter if they had Wirewood Pride or not, because now, like I said, we absolutely have to block, because otherwise we'll just die because of Kyrian Ranger. So yeah, maybe could have played this a little bit differently. Still gonna take 7. Not dead yet though. Alright, come on. Battle Screech is fairly good, because that can set us up to win hopefully next turn. I can afford to cycle, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can afford to cycle one of these just to see what we get. Another Glinthawk's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, yeah, we'll Battle Screech and we'll play the other Glinthawk. And I think we're in okay shape. So let's do that. Now I think we're going to set up a turn where we will win. So let's see, could anything get us here? Because there'll be 2 activations off of this. And then Rally the Peasants would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we would need all of our creatures to win next turn, which is unfortunate. So can we afford to attack with Glinthawk at 16 life? Definitely going to block here. And then our opponent can pump the team. I feel like they must have a Wirewood Pride in their hand, because it can't be an elf. Right? So yeah, it can't be an elf. So actually, I'm gonna take a more conservative approach here, and I'm actually not going to attack. If my opponent keeps alpha striking me, I can keep chumping and then forcing the Timberwatch Elf to only save, 1 thing. And then eventually we must, draw a burn spell or something. I just don't want to die to a Wirewood Pride. Sure. This could be... Okay, yeah, this is actually really bad. Yeah, Distant Melody is really terrible for us. If my opponent does not alpha strike us, we might be in okay shape. Because now I think we have to actually block anything. No, we don't have to block everything. You definitely have to block Elvish Vanguard. I feel like this was an easily winnable game, but maybe I didn't play as optimally as I could have. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. 2 Kyrian Rangers is actually really, really bad. My opponent can attack with, oh, well, using 1 there is not terrible. I mean, okay, yeah. This makes me think, so they've already used 1 Kyrian Ranger. They've used 1 Kyrian Ranger. And this is, so they can do this twice. So I actually think I am priced into blocking everything here. Because let me think. Yeah, I definitely have to block here. And that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually have to block everything. So let's block here. You know what? Let's block this here, and this here. And this way, unless my opponent wants to lose the Kyrian Ranger, they will lose the Llanowar Elf. Oh, well, I guess they can do it twice. But we had to block everything here because of the 2 Kyrian Ranger. So now we have access to, let's see, 2, 3, yeah, we have to draw like a burn spell, I think, here. That's a good one. So that'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So actually, yeah, we do have enough here. So awesome. Let's go ahead and play this just in case we draw something else. But I think we're actually just good here. So really lucky for us not to see a Well-Wisher this game. So yeah, now we just bolt. Awesome. GG's, and let's go to sideboards. So I imagine our opponent will bring in some destructive revelry, lethal sabotage. We will be bringing in 2 Electrickeries and Kark Clan Shaman and taking out Rally the Peasants was good there, but I actually don't think it's very good. I think we want to focus on killing their thing. So 2 rallies and a prism. That way we keep all of our removal. We've added extra removal. We've taken out some of our dirtily cards, and we definitely want to be more of a control deck here, I think. And kill threats. So I think taking out the rallies is fine. I could see an argument for taking out maybe some of the mana, card drawing cards, but I think this is fine. Prismatic Strands has an honorable mention, but when Elves is gonna win the game, there's really no. I feel like buying a turn isn't that valuable. If they're gonna win the game, like how are you really gonna catch up? This hand is great. We have 2 pieces removal. We have Kark Clan Shaman. We have Thraben Inspector. We have Journey. We really just need a land. And I think this is an okay hand to keep, especially with a turn 1 play. I keep forgetting my new hotkeys. So we have 2 turns to draw into a land here. Man, this hand would be so good with a land. Let's go ahead and play Thraben Inspector. And you don't want to deploy these, or cast these, I should say, immediately anyway. So I'm okay waiting for another red source here. Yeah, Electrickery would be awesome. I would think I would snap that off here. Okay, land. Firebolt. Brutal. All right, well, let's just pass and hope we draw land. We can't really do anything. Once we draw a red source, though, we will be in extremely good shape. Because worst case is draw the land, then Kark Clan both of these artifacts away. Priest of Titania, I would really love to draw that red source next turn. Or heck, any land. Yeah, now we really need to draw the red source now. Another Ancient Den's not bad. It lets me cast the Prism to set us up for the Trickery next turn. So a little unfortunate. My opponent might get a Distant Melody out of the deal, but that just means our Trickery might even be a little bit better. We have to hope to fade the Gleeful this turn. That would obviously be the worst. Timberwatch Elf. So that makes me kind of, okay, an Elvish Mystic. This kind of makes me, now Elec Trickery's still fine. Elec Trickery's still good. And I don't see a reason not to fire this off now. The alternative is we cast the Krark Clan, but I think I'm okay with this. So that way the Timberwatch can't untap and save something. Alright, that's pretty good. Not using it aggressively, though, is also very good. So now we definitely can play the Krark Clan next turn, just clear the board. So actually, I'm pretty happy with the way this turn has gone. Really hoping to fade the Distant Melody this turn. Yep, attacking me with almost everything. I'll take... I mean, I guess I'm losing the Thraben Inspector next turn anyway. Let's block the... No. I want him to work for this one. Yeah, we kind of have to block here. So yeah, that'll eat that because now you know they want to protect the Kyrian Ranger. So for the Krark Clan, we'll probably do... What else did they buff? I actually didn't see. Well, they just untapped it. Okay, so yeah, actually that's fine. So what we can do is... you know what? We could even Journey to Nowhere this first. Just totally take it out of the equation. That might be good. Because, yeah. No, actually, it's fine, because what we can do is we can put 1 damage on the stack. You know what? I actually just think it's better to Journey it now. And my reasoning is a little hazy. I guess it's just because I don't want to play around that and a Magnify, because that would be extremely annoying. So yeah, there's no reason to hold priority here. We'll just sacrifice the clue token, and then they can respond with Magnify. Did not. So that's pretty good. Now this game is pretty much over, I think. We have a lot of removal, and, you know, card draw. Yeah, there's no reason not to go ahead and Firebolt that next turn. Opponent is already GGing. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Alright, so we win round 3 of Pauperpalooza here. Good games, Alatrell, and I'll see you guys next time.